I am so excited to talk to you guys today. I have a guest on here that I'm going to introduce you to in just a minute because we're here to talk to you about a new class that we're offering at Newborn Care Solution. And as many of you know, a lot of the classes that we do are really targeted specifically at newborn and specifically at people who work with newborn. This class is a little bit different. But I'm super excited about this because this class is being taught by someone that I know and that I have a lot of respect for. I have known our instructor of this class for several years, and I've actually shared a client with this instructor. So I understand what she brings to the table. And so I'm going to introduce her and then ask her to talk a little bit about herself and share what it is that makes her particularly an authority on this topic, what she really is, and then ask her to tell you a little bit about her passion for travel and why this is a topic we're talking about, and then just kind of share a couple of tidbits from the class so that you have some idea of what we're doing. So I'm really excited to introduce Emily Barrett. I have known Emily for several years. And as I said, we have actually worked for the same client. And so I know she brings some amazing insight to this. So, Emily, please tell our audience a little bit about yourself, your background, and why this is a topic that you really, really are qualified to teach on.
All right. Thank you. Hello. I'm trying to educate everybody about being a travel nanny, and I have traveled pretty much my entire life. I have also lived in different countries, so I really had experience different cultures and changing environments on the go, and really dealing with everything that can be thrown at you. So I studied abroad, I worked abroad, and I travel all the time for fun. I have worked with children in a whole bunch of different age ranges in different settings, and really got to experience challenging um, environments. And it's just been really fun to do that. And I feel I've been through struggles traveling with work and also just independently. And I've been through these struggles, and now you don't have to go through them because I will make sure you're prepared and um, knowledgeable to make everything go smoothly for your clients.
Yeah. So, Emily, can you tell us how many countries have you lived in?
Well, I've lived in, well, it depends on how much of time you need to qualify as living abroad. But I have lived in the United States, Belgium, and Finland for um, quite a bit of time. But I've also lived in Australia and Sweden for, I think, a good amount of time. So that would be about 5 countries living in.
Uh-huh. And you speak multiple languages, correct?
I do. I speak Dutch and English fluently, French and German pretty well, and then there's some Spanish and Finnish I speak as well.
Hmm. So you have been doing this when you say my whole life.
My
From
whole
a
life.
standpoint, starting at 18, how long have you been doing this?
Um, I did part of my studies abroad,
Mhm.
and that was in a foreign school. So I taught early child care in a school in Sweden that was at age maybe 20. And I think from then on, I pretty much continued this path, and I'm 34.
So well over a decade you've been doing this.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what do you think sparked your passion for travel?
Oh, I get really excited about people and cultures. And some people just love going places with fantastic landscapes. And I'm super happy for them, but I need people. So whenever I go somewhere, I want to learn about the culture, about what gets people going in those countries, about the differences. And just for me on my own, that's super exciting. And then if I can introduce that to other children, that just makes me so happy.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a passion that I know you and I both share. I love experiencing other cultures and learning
Mhm.
people. I think our
Yeah,
lives are enriched when we learn and are opened up. And the fact that
exactly.
you, through your career, have been able to provide that for children, I think is phenomenal. Um, so when we talk about this, and we're talking specifically about the class that you've created,
Mhm.
um, Tell us a little bit about maybe some of the general topics that are in there, and if you could even give us one specific example, that'd be awesome.
Okay. So it's basically start to finish. It's about how to land the job as a travel nanny, how to be that standout candidate. It's about preparing for the trip, planning the trip, packing. It's about the travel itself, about how to make the destination a home away from home. It's about outings, what outings you can do and how to keep them safe. It's also not just about the focus around the children, it's also about you. It's about setting the right boundaries and finding moments of self care. So it's a whole bunch, but I'd say from trying to find that job until bringing the family back home is pretty much covered.
Mhm. And is there any one specific little tidbit that you can share with our audience so they can have some kind of idea of what they might?
um, oh, this is tricky because I find everything so exciting. Um, I just think the being creative with your packing, and not just in like outfits, but how you can be creative with different kinds of objects and what you can use so you don't have to pack that much, but can be really resourceful.
Mhm.
Um, Perhaps, like I like bringing some source of light, like a projector or a flashlight. And I feel like you can do so many games with it. You can do shadow games on the wall, you can do puppet theater. Um, there's just so much you can do with one object. And I think that can be very new to some people.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I think that's a great tip. I probably could watch this just for the packing tips alone because I'm a notorious overpacker myself. Um,
Can't do that on this job.
and I've been in locations with you and have seen
Right.
how little you
A
pack
little.
in comparison to what I have, and you always have
Mhm.
to be.
Yeah.
You know that you're an expert on that, and I'm excited to bring that as well as all your other tips around that. Really, in watching this thing, I can say even after almost 40 years in the childcare industry, a lot of that with travel being a part of it, I still learned so much. And even our staff at Newborn Care Solutions was like, "Oh my gosh, wow, such great ideas." And I know that I've seen, in particular, the last several months, so many nannies and newborn care specialists indicating they want to learn more about being a travel nanny and working with these families and landing these jobs. So I'm just so excited that we can bring this to them, and especially from someone with your expertise, Emily.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you want to share with our audience about this class?
Um, well, I just feel in general in this field as being a nanny or travel nanny, we have so little room for trial and error because if something goes wrong, parents will be disappointed, won't be happy, or even worse, you could put a child's safety at risk. So I just hope that, I can provide all the insight and then feel that everybody's better equipped and prepared for this. Because if you leave a bad impression, like that will be a negative reference and that can jeopardize your career basically. So
Mhm.
I just hope that with this course, it really makes sure that everybody's really well equipped and ready for their new career as a travel nanny.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us so that we could share this with our audience and the potential people who might be interested in taking it.
My
Um,
pleasure.
I really appreciate it and have a great evening.
Thank you so much.